All right, we're underway here. Flooded Strand, cracking and showing Ryan a ponder here as Hank. Here's a snow-covered island. Yorion has been revealed as Hank's companion. No companion indicator card, which is notable. About 30 seconds left in our prediction poll happening now in the chat. Will a Murktide Regent attack in this match? People are voting now. Over 50,000 channel points, it looks like, have already been committed. All right, so the ponder finishes here, and we're passing the turn to Ryan. Mishra's Bauble to start, looking at Ryan's top card. Let's see if a fetch land comes in and swaps that top card immediately. Had something on my lip. All right. Cracking a Flooded Strand, getting a very nice island. All right, 65% of you are saying a Murktide Regent will not attack in this match. So we'll see. A lot of channel points on the line, which is exciting. Hank plays a Snow Forest. Here's a Delver for Ryan. Icefang end step. Getting dazed. Good daze there. Icefang quite good against the Delver threats. Prismatic Vista for Hank. The YouTube commenters will let us know if they like flashing in Icefang with daze available. Insectile Aberration halfway out of the sleeve. Here's another Icefang. Looks like it's going to be on the stack here, and a Brainstorm for Ryan. Maybe Ryan looking for a Bolt. We are currently spectating a match from the competitive monthly Legacy event at Game Storia in New York City. Every month on a Saturday, we have one of these competitive REL events. All right. Hank drawing a card off the Icefang. Ryan found a Volk, and I think we're going to see a Bolt remove the Icefang before blocks. Yep, so Insectile Aberration gets in for 3 damage, and 2 Icefangs are already gone. So the Delver clock is still alive. Ryan has enough cards in the graveyard for a Murktide already here on Hank's turn 3. So we'll see if that happens. And then we'll see if it attacks. Brainstorm here for Hank. Aquina says, I like Ryan's choice of Lightning Bolt. The Player's Award is my favorite printing. Very nice. There's quite a few Lightning Bolts at this point. Which is your favorite Lightning Bolt, everybody watching? I'm trying to think what mine is. Currently, I think I still have beat up revised Lightning Bolt sleeved up. For a while, I was using M25 Lightning Bolts. I like the M logo on the text box. But I think at this point, the correct Lightning Bolt is Hadouken. Yeah, Cheddar absolutely asking the right questions here. Does Lightning Bolt do the same as Hadouken? Yeah, so Hadouken really has replaced Lightning Bolt at this point in my mind. All right, here's Uro. Hank's going to gain 3. And if Uro escapes, that could be big trouble for Ryan. Looks like Ryan just drew another Lightning Bolt. attack with Insectile Aberration. Yeah, Lightning Bolt is the term for boomers to refer to Hadouken. Exactly. Exactly. All right, here it is, Murktide Regent. Lots of channel points are on the line related to this creature right here. So it's going to be a 6/6. Let's see if it survives. If it attacks, there's going to be big winnings. Hank thinking about what to do here. The Murktide is quite a threat. Uro is in the graveyard and can be escaped at this point. Uro can race this Murktide Insectile Aberration. I don't think... Let's see. Well, a brainstorm happening here first for Hank, which makes an Uro escape less likely this turn based on the mana available. Yeah, Hank's about to ruin your bets. Lewis, thanks for the resub. 4 months for Lewis. No hamsters on the battlefield. Is this even legacy? Great question, Lewis. Great question. We may see some hamsters out of Hank's deck. Don't worry. Pete says, this is the first time I've cheered for a Murktide to attack. Yes. Yes. All right, Flooded Strand cracked here. There's a lot of channel points on the line. I don't think I remember the last time we saw a prize pool this big for a prediction poll. All right, so Hank finds a Savannah. Yeah, Minsc and Boo is definitely in Hank's deck. It's just a matter of time, maybe. Hank plays a Taiga. I think there's some question about land drops happening right now. I was thinking the same thing. Did Hank already play a land?
Surely.
Wizards is not going to attract any favor over the last year. Nothing but hate.
Yeah, thanks for this just now. No, it just has sort of worked out.
Okay, players seem to be in agreement that lands are correct. I'm sure the YouTube commenters will be watching this very carefully for mistakes, which I appreciate, actually. I think we all benefit from learning, how to be careful with these things. All right, so Uro is in the graveyard. Okay, players are still contemplating whether lands are correct, but I think they're in agreement. Quick peek at Ryan there. Prismatic Ending hitting the Insectile Aberration. Twitch chat unsure about the land situation. All right, Wasteland took out a Savannah on end step. Cutting Hank off of white for now. Murktide gets in for 6 damage, and there it is, everybody. There it is. Congratulations to everybody that's about to win 48,000 channel points distributed amongst all of you. All right, and Uro getting escaped here. El Tassi is here and says, I think there was an extra land drop because Hank tapped out for Uro last turn, and even if you put another land, you should only have one more land drop, aka 5 lands. So, okay, so Twitch chat thinks there was an error. Force of Will countered by Pyroblast, and Hank will resolve Uro. With the Endurance able to block, I think Hank wins this race as it stands right now. Ryan has a Bolt. I don't know about Unholy Heats in the main. The deck lists are posted in our Discord server.
Yes, sir.
Draw.
I'm at 16 shots. That's twice shot. Oh, 4. Yeah. 2 fetches a shot.
Okay, life totals have been corrected. Ryan is actually at 15. Hank at 10. Endurance chooses to attack, putting Ryan down to 12. Hank has a Wasteland available.
Cards? I have 2 cards. On your upkeep,
Are you?
All right, waiting to the upkeep, wasting a Volk. Bolt you using the mana, says Ryan, putting Hank down to 7. All right. Hank goes down to 1 after the attack from Murktide and plays a DRC.
That did feel a little cruel. I was like, oh man, he thinks he got away with that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, perfect.
Urion is in the companion zone, not in play. In case that's not clear. We would be able to understand this a little bit better if there was a companion indicator card on the table. Uro attacking, putting Hank up to 4. Hank draws a card, puts a land in. Life totals now corrected. Here's Minsc and Boo. There's a hamster.
I will minus.
And then I'll pass back to you.
All right, minusing, sacking Uro to deal the last 6 damage, and I think that's game 1. Scott with an exciting announcement. Chat will be proud. I've recently added a companion zone token and a foretell token to my library. Yes, everybody, do not forget your foretell tokens. Murktide only counts instants and sorceries leaving the graveyard, not creatures. But if stuff left the graveyard from escaping Uro, that would be great. But they also have to be on the same side of the table. Just to be clear on that. Hype Train Conductor J.H. Stock is here. J.H. Stock, one of our best people. I mean, I don't even need to tell you that. The Hype Train Conductor badge says it all. I'm a Young Base God. Thanks for the reset with Prime. 8 months for I'm a Young Base God. Thank you, Base God. All right, Ponder, Surveil. That's an abundant growth aura on the snow-covered forest. Murktide dumped into the graveyard. Steam Vents entering untapped for Ryan. That's 2 damage. Dragon's Rage Channeler attacks for 1 and passing the turn. Okay, so Ryan's holding up something here. Toller Eric with a great observation. Hank is not tapping the aura, only tapping the land, which is proper. That is the proper way to do it. If you're tapping equipment and tapping auras, stop it. Just stop doing that, please. It drives me crazy. And it's wrong. Pyroblast hits the Ponder. We'll see what the YouTube commenters think, but I'm not sure about Pyroblasting Ponder there. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just not sure. It depends what's in Ryan's hand. What do you think, Jet? Would you Pyroblast a Ponder? I don't know. Oh, was a DRC trigger forgotten? Maybe. And here's a second Ponder. Daze. Okay, so Ryan going right after these cantrips. We'll see how it pays off. I don't really have anything else to say. Attacking the cantrips here. Maybe another Surveil missed, but maybe Ryan wanted what was ever on top of the library. There was a Ponder at some point, right? So maybe not bothering to look. Brainstorm, Surveil. Mystic Sanctuary dumped into the graveyard. Toller Eric thinks that it could be an aggressive strategy against the big Yorion deck. They can fail to find the right stuff. That's true. El Tassi pointing out a Wasteland would have been pretty good there. Yeah, I mean, blowing up the Tropical Island after the Daze and Pyroblast stopped the Ponders. That makes sense. There's the snow-covered plains for Hank. Yeah, Toller Eric pointing out that you definitely have to be surveilling. So I don't know if Ryan knew the top card of the deck. I don't remember at what point the surveils happen right now, but there's a chance the card on top of the library was good enough for Ryan and decided to leave it there. So Unlicensed Hearse gets cast here. We surprisingly haven't seen the Hearse that frequently on this channel. Ooh, another great Daze for Ryan and a Surveil trigger happening here. But it looks like Ryan didn't even bother to look at the top card. Ryan doesn't know the top of the deck at this point, does? I'm not sure. I don't think so. All right, Hank tapping 2, no. Okay, so he surveilled earlier on the Hearst and left it on top. Is what's likely. All right, here's Uro. Does Ryan have another Daze? Red Blast, Surveil. Not bothering to look at the top of the deck again. A Wasteland for Hank. Unlicensed Hearse will likely remove the Uro now. Right, Wasteland on Volk. All right, Hearse getting activated. Uro and Endurance pointed to, and they're now removed. Unlicensed Hearse at 2. Attacking for 3 with DRC. Yeah, the Wasteland could have made sure Uro resolves through a Daze. But a Red Blast was the counter spell anyway. All right, so playing a land, then casting EI, which is interesting. Another Pyroblast. Okay, so maybe Ryan just had an abundance of Red Blast effects in hand and just taking advantage of all of them. Activating the Hearse here. exiling EI and Ponder. There's a second DRC, which will be able to crew the hearse. Attacking for 7. Hank goes down to 1, so fetch lands are shut off. Prismatic Vista has no text. Unless Uro can make an appearance. Brainstorm. Yurion still in the companion zone. All right, it looks like Hank scoops it up. Ryan gets a game here. We're going to game 3. Proving us all wrong with the counters on cantrips early in the game. All right, here's a turn 1 Ponder for Hank. That one's going to be safe. Yeah, exactly. Power blasting the cantrips did work. Hank just ran out of time and resources, which is what you want if you're a Delver. Didn't have removal spells. Didn't have snakes. All right. Ponder resolves, leaving them on top. And here's Delver of Secrets. All right, cracking Windswept Heath. Finds the plains. Prismatic Ending removes Delver of Secrets. Quick reminder, everybody. If you have Amazon Prime, you do have 1 free Twitch sub per month. And if you don't use it, Jeff Bezos just keeps the money. So make sure you use your 1 free Twitch sub. If you have Amazon Prime, head over to our Twitch page and you could subscribe for free. Easy way to support 90s MTG and other channels like this. I don't expect everybody to use their 1 free Twitch sub on this channel, but use your 1 free Twitch sub, everybody. Support somebody. And make Jeff Bezos pay for it, which is the best part. All right, so here's a Swords on DRC, which will resolve. Unfortunately, life totals have shifted here. Let me remove our overlay. Brainstorm. Luis says, for what it's worth, I'm a fan of aggressive Pyroblast in game 2 and 3 because there's a lot less blue cards than you'd expect, and Pyro can't fight the white removal. Usually forces go out. So Pyros pretty much only hit Uro and card draw. I think these are all solid points. Delver players watching, though, are you sideboarding out Force of Wills in a matchup like this? Or do you feel that Minsc and Boo and, whatever, Wandering Emperor, whatever's on the list are too important that you must counter them? How do people feel about that? All right, Brainstorm. Toller Eric with a question about the free sub. Is just a 1 month thing? Yeah, it's just a 1 month thing. You'd have to do it again every month. It doesn't automatically renew. Which is great. If you have a bunch of favorite Twitch channels, you just choose one at random every month and throw them the sub. That's what I do. Ice Fang Coatl here in response to a fetch by Ryan. If you're already subbed, does it help to double? Unfortunately, no. You can only be subbed once. All right, Hank draws a card off the Ice Fang. And now Ryan, will resolve and find a Steam Vents off the Polluted Delta. Mox Von D, thanks for the sub with Prime. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that, Mox. It's VVS. What's up, VVS? Now you can add your Twitch sub to your Discord and get the role in the Discord, and you'll really be winning. Really be winning big. Twitch subs, of course, get access to a whole bunch of awesome stuff on our Discord server. All right. So an Ice Fang on the table for Hank here. No threats for Ryan currently. Here is Uro cast from hand. You were discussing, I think, on last week's stream how most of the time you do not want to be countering Uro from hand. You want to be countering Uro when it's escaped. Some people were asking about that in the comments or whatever, and I think that's the consensus opinion. Hank with 2 Prismatic Vistas, trying to think about the next play. Sun keeps going behind the clouds or something. All right, a fetch here for Ryan. Let me... Sorry if everybody got a ping there. My text notifications were on. I meant to shut that off. All right. So a Mystic Sanctuary found here for Ryan. Probably putting EI on top is my guess. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Draws it. Okay, tapping and casting Expressive Iteration. Pyroblast from Hank. So Hank giving Ryan a taste of his own medicine here. And, all right, so a backup Expressive Iteration. This one not foil, though. And Ryan will get to Expressive anyway. Rocket Man wondering, is the Steam Vents a budget option? No. So current Izzet Delver builds run a 5th or 6th Volcanic Island by running Steam Vents. So they have 4 Volcanic Islands and then 2 more blue-red duels in Steam Vents currently. I think most are doing 1 right now. All right, so a fetch for Hank now. And Hank finds a snow-covered forest, a snow-covered island. So all basics at this point for Hank. Yorion is in the companion zone, not in play. No companion token for Hank. Which is terrible etiquette, really. All right. Here is Uro being escaped. Let's see if it resolves. So exiling a Ponder, 3 Prismatic Vistas, and a Prismatic Ending. And a fetch in response from Ryan. Maybe a Red Blast about to happen. Finds a Volk.
So this one is still 9, right? So how does it work that you don't have
Take 1. I did.
All right, Red Blast going on the stack. Uro is countered. Ice Fang attacks. And passing the turn. So Uro not far away from escaping again, but Ryan holding off Uro for now. An unlicensed hearse resolving here would be pretty good. All right, here's DRC. DRC number 2. I'm not sure if Ryan has Delirium. I think we're checking now. All right, just heard 10 minutes left in the round. Uro needs 5 to escape. 4 other cards in the graveyard currently. Urion going to hand from the companion zone. And Hank passes the turn, holding back Ice Fang.
I do not have Delirium.
Ryan says, I do not have Delirium. Delver. I'm guessing Ryan's graveyard is instant sorcery land. Passing the turn, holding back the double DRCs. Hydroblast on a channeler on end step. So now Uro has plenty of food to escape. Let's see if Hank goes for that. Yep, there we go. Exiling the entire rest of the graveyard. Uro will resolve this time. I think I saw Ryan gesture. Okay, so a daze in response, actually. Hank pays for it. I think Ryan now has Delirium. Uro resolves. Pyroblast revealed on top for Ryan. That's pretty good. Insectile Aberration. So if this Pyroblast removes Uro, the Ice Fang will all be that's standing in the way currently. It looks like Ryan has a Mystic Sanctuary in hand, if I'm not mistaken. All right, going to attacks, giving Ice Fang a chance to block. DRC dies. Hank takes 3. Pyroblast on Uro post-combat. Force pitching Urion to protect Uro. Mystic Sanctuary, putting EI on top. Interesting. Well, the Red Blast could have gotten a Surveil trigger. Ryan opted against that. Don't know how relevant that is, but that's something. The Force of Will protecting Uro, I'm sure Ryan is not thrilled about. But putting EI on top is interesting. I mean, Ryan could have put Pyroblast on top and made sure he had a spell to remove Uro. But going for EI. Okay, some life total adjustments being made. So Hank's at 21, Ryan at 11. Uh-oh. Tapping 3. Looks like another Uro getting cast here for Hank. Leaves the old one on the board, of course. Brainstorm for Hank. Would you have put a EI on top or a Pyroblast? Let us know, commenters and chatters. This Uro needs to be dealt with. Hank fetching here. Graveyard completely refilled already for Hank, so maybe the Pyroblast wouldn't even be as All right, so a Prismatic Ending removes Delver, so that's another threat gone for Ryan. Draws the EI and casts it. Pyroblast from Hank, and that's game. Yeah, maybe the unfortunately maybe the Pyroblast would have been better.